Happy Wednesday, everybody. Max here, filling in for Akeem, and on today's Fix of Entertainment news, a new Batman Beyond animated movie pitch is making the rounds, Marvel Studios is reportedly looking to rename Avengers the Kang Dynasty, and Rogue One director Gareth Edwards is supposedly in talks to direct the next Jurassic World. Hold on to your butts. Would you like to see a new Batman Beyond movie? I would. Sadly, there is not one officially in the works yet, but that doesn't mean that nobody's trying to make one happen. Yuki Demers, who's a visual development artist on the Spider-Verse films, posted some awesome concept art for a Batman Beyond movie, along with an explanation of where this project is. Apparently, he and Patrick Harpin, who directed My Dad the Bounty Hunter, pitched WB and DC on an animated feature. In his words, quote, "Before we pitched, they warned us there's absolutely no way we can do a Beyond movie, but they loved our enthusiasm. We pitched the outline for the entire film, and what started out as a never turned into a maybe." Since then, the two have been pitching their way up the company, hoping to get the project in front of James Gunn, who's currently holding the keys to the new cinematic DC universe. Batman Beyond is set in a futuristic version of Gotham, so it'd likely be one of the Elseworlds projects, and the DC animated movies are kind of doing their own thing anyway, rather than being part of the main timeline, but if anything, that should just make things a little bit easier. 90s cartoons were full of hip, edgy reinventions of beloved characters, but Batman Beyond is arguably one of the best byproducts of this. The original series aired on Kids WB between 1999 and 2001, focusing on Terry McGinnis, a teenager who found himself taking on the mantle of Batman under the tutelage of a cranky, aging Bruce Wayne, fighting a whole new generation of supervillains. The futuristic setting allowed Batman's usual gadgets to get a sleek sci-fi overhaul, and having a younger hero balancing crime fighting with a normal teenage life was really reminiscent of Spider-Man, so really, getting some Spider-Verse folks to work on a new Batman Beyond project seems like a no-brainer. Unfortunately, WB Discovery seems to be making more headlines these days for the projects that it's canceling or shelving than the ones it's actually greenlighting. Shifting cinematic universes, Marvel Studios is reportedly looking to change the title of Avengers the Kang Dynasty and to downplay Kang's role in general, which is not the least bit surprising following Kang actor Jonathan Majors' assault and harassment convictions last year. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Marvel was looking to minimize Kang the Conqueror's role in the MCU even before Majors was convicted, based on how the Kang-centric Ant-Man and the Wasp and Quantumania underperformed at the box office. Starting with his first appearance in Loki Season 1, Kang was being set up as the next Thanos-level threat to the MCU, but new reports suggest that the overarching story of the upcoming phases is being rewritten to focus less on the time-traveling villain, or possibly just write him out altogether. Previously, Variety reported that Marvel execs were considering pivoting to Doctor Doom instead, but we'll have to wait and see. Whatever they decide to call it, Avengers 5 isn't planned for release until 2026, with its immediate sequel, Avengers Secret Wars, following a year later, much like Endgame came hot on the heels of Infinity War. What do you think about all this? Let me know in the comments. As much as I want to see Doctor Doom, the MCU has a tendency to squander its villains, and I would rather Doom's involvement not be a rush job to just replace Kang. And really, you think it would be easier to just write around Kang. You just replace him with some variant from another timeline, just, paint him blue, make his eyes glow. I don't know, it's all made up. Just figure it out. Supposedly, there's a new Jurassic World movie coming out next summer, but Universal still hasn't nailed down a director. That said, Star Wars Rogue One director Gareth Edwards could be joining the project soon. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Edwards is in talks with Universal and Steven Spielberg's Amblin Partners. Previously, John Wick and Deadpool 2 director David Leitch was briefly attached before departing due to alleged creative differences. David Koepp, who wrote the original Jurassic Park and its sequel The Lost World, is attached to write this one, and the film will supposedly focus on a whole new cast of characters rather than Jurassic World alums like Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, or any of the stars from the original films, which is fine by me. Just get some new people in there and have the dinosaurs eat them. Anyway, Jurassic, whatever they decide to call it, is slated to hit theaters on July 2nd, 2025, so let's hoping life finds a way to get this movie made. That is your entertainment fix for Wednesday, February 21st, 2024. Before we go, a friendly reminder that IGN's FanFest is finally here. You can join us all week long for exclusive interviews, trailers, gameplay, and more from the biggest names in games and entertainment like Dune Part 2, Godzilla Kong the New Empire, tons of anime like Oshi no Ko and Solo Leveling, new looks at upcoming games like WWE 2K24 and Dave the Diver's Godzilla DLC, and we'll have some reveals from the world of comics like what's new from Marvel, and a sneak peek at TMNT The Last Ronin 2 Re-Evolution. We're going to be streaming live on all of IGN's platforms for the main event on Friday and Saturday, February 23rd and 24th. That's this weekend, with even more reveals and surprises. So mark your calendars, set your alarms. We'll see you there. Thanks for watching. See you later.